I'm a chuckster. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the time has hit 0. The song is done. You know what that means? It's time for some fun. Sorry guys, just have to make sure I have the right volume. And... boo! Hello everyone, it's a DM.
Hello.
Hello.
The wild DM has appeared.
Oh, crap.
I'm not that bad! Anyway, everyone, welcome everyone to Perception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing tonight?
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah. Doing good.
Very good, I think. All right, so first things first, let's get a couple of our announcements out the way. First of all, I'd like to point out that this is episode 20 of the show. We've actually made it to 2-0, and people haven't got sick of it yet.
Woo!
My God, I haven't died yet.
We're still alive somehow.
The DM will remember this.
Oh.
not Don't tempt the DM. Don't tempt the DM.
This is not with that LA Noir. Pew, 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 pew. I love that one. But yeah, so episode 20. I can't believe we got here. It's been fun so far, right, everybody?
Yep.
All right. Now, second thing to mention is we will maybe be having a Heidi join us later. So if she is around, you'll see her name in, but she might not be saying much as there may be some situations. So please don't hold it against us too much. We're doing our best. And third of all, our live streams database on YouTube with our episodes that have all been there at Perception Check. We have all the episodes there, except sadly one episode appears to be missing, which is a bummer, which was the episode we have Will Ryan in. For some reason, that's not up on the site. So whether we lost track of it, it's somewhere, or we didn't upload it and just forgot. Oops. All I can say is I'm sorry.
Meh, 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 meh.
Don't you meh me.
Meh. I will meh as much as I want.
Oh, I got a message from Cotlol. It glitched out. The episode glitched, so it wouldn't upload in time.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Who knew the episode was the biggest guest we had? And poof, said face.
Sad face.
But anyway, you're not here for rambling. We got an episode. So, I think that's all for our episode announcements before we get started. So, is everyone ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, one thing we need to do before we start with the recap. Does anyone know what that is?
What? Well, what is?
The music?
The music! Chopper finally remembered!
All right, it's muted.
Yeah, the music. All right, so last time on Perception Check, the team of adventurers that have made their way to the city of Helix arrived to quell the city of its bug problem, as well as acquire the shard of the catalyst, in order to save the world from a dragon threat. As exploring the sewers, the team came across Secton as well as Topaz on their exploitations, and came across Lord Lorna Fitz, the mayor of this fair city. After managing to meet up with the mayor and having a heart-to-heart and a history lesson knowing of the invader of the city, the team made their way to the center of town, where they were greeted with some unwelcomed guests. Thanks to Zelion, one of those guests had become a part-time ally for there, mainly Sparks the Scorpion. After vanquishing the other two scorpions, the team were encountered by Magnus's old friend, Corestone. Emphasis on old, only to find out that it was Diction, one member of the Black Pen in disguise. With Magnus being filled up with rage knowing that his friend was gone, filled up with that rage, he wanted to get a little bit of vengeance. But after a heart-to-heart with Zelion and a less fun moment with Lord Lorna, the team had decided that it was best for them to settle for the night, ready for when Diction promised he would come back the next day, and figuring out their next plan of action as to whether to stay or to leave. And that is where we are starting tonight's episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. So, intrepid team, we really need to come up with more than that.
We are Team JCG.
Team JCG. What does the JCG stand for? We'll find out. Anyway,
Okay.
So the next day has arrived in the city of Helix. The weather is kind of cloudy. It's probably that sort of dim cloud you sort of see, where it's dark enough to look like it's going to rain, but it's just sort of nice and I'd say chilled to start off with. Waking up in the local inn that was provided to you, known as the Greasy Ladle, you guys all awake on the morning. So, intrepid team, what would you like to do this fair morning? You guys have all just woken up. You guys are all sort of stirring. You guys are in your rooms. So, what are you doing?
Getting equipment.
Second
I am
straight-
going to arm myself to the teeth.
Second going straight.
Even more than usual.
And Magnus going straight for that expectation there. So I will say, just to provide some things to start going off there. You guys all awake. It's about, I'd say about 8:30 in the morning. You guys all make your way out of the room. You all make your way down the stairs. Wait.
Aren't we supposed to meet Lana?
Well, that's what you guys were all going to meet up and stuff. Well, all it was organized is you guys would all meet up once you guys had came to a decision.
Fair point.
So that was what you all agreed on. So, at this point, you all come down and you are greeted by Pick, who's the dwarven bar master, who's just behind the local bar. He greets you all with that sort of standard smirk you expect on most sort of dwarfs. He looks over at you and just has the morning.
Morning. What did you put in that beer last night? Jesus, my head is spinning.
You can't handle a bit of the almighty grog? Ha! You are
I can. Whatever you put in there, I thought I tasted something else.
You asked for the special, so I gave you the almighty grog, which is the specialist kick with a hit of coal.
You put coal in my pig? I should have known. Don't trust dwarven bartenders.
I'll get breakfast.
Thank you. Don't put coal in it this time.
Relax. I might put termites in it instead.
You put termites in it, I'll put your head on a stake.
So as he goes off with a chuckle, you all make your way, you all get yourself settled down, but you all notice that one member of your team isn't there to start off with. Topaz is actually missing for the moment.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So the rest of you, you're all sat at the table waiting for breakfast. At this point, Ursula raises her head a little bit and goes, That was rough yesterday.
Which part was rough? The talk with Lana, the or what happened last night?
I'd say sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's all right.
Head hurts.
I'd say it's a bit of everything. So, I suppose we have to think about what that diction guy said last night.
Oh, trust me, that was going over and over and over in my head last night. I've already made my decision.
Right. I kind of look out the window. Is Spark still there?
Yeah, at the moment, Sparks is still sort of there. He is partially asleep and sort of in front of the window. You do hear the murmuring of a few people outside, still kind of wary of the giant scorpion that's sitting in the middle of the entire the way.
That is one hell of a guard dog.
True. I just hope Trilly is able to convince it to join us permanently. That way I don't have to use the spell all the time.
Oh, if that thing joins us permanently, it's going to be... that thing is going to be... We're going to be unstoppable. Side note, what do you think about Lana's decision? Because I've already made mine.
I've been giving it some thought too. I still say that we should at least evacuate the rest of the town, just, in case the worst happens.
Agreed, but that should happen after we gear up a little bit. Get enough health potions to revive an army.
Right.
Because of what happened because of the guards. What happened to me with the guards yesterday are an indication. We might have some trouble. I hold my shoulder wound.
Yep. Magnus, that was your
my
own guard
own.
fault.
Yeah, that was my own stupidity at that point.
Well, technically, you did. She did say you give you command of the guards. She didn't tell you had command over their free will.
True that. Yeah, but that decision also was revoked, so I don't know whether whether I have control now. If I do have control with Corestone gone, she might think that I might do the same thing that Corestone had done and betray them.
Well,
Honestly, I want his head on a stake in my front lawn.
Okay,
I
we get it. We get it. You said that like 10 times last night.
Yeah, I was also very, very drunk last night.
Yeah.
Well, yep.
That's the last time I do drinking games with Mugbeard.
Last time you drank dwarven grog, I guess.
No, that's the coal. I'm pretty sure I've poisoned or something because of the freaking
Do you
coal.
want to go around?
Not now. I might have some hair of the dog later to get rid of this hangover, but not now.
At that point, you hear the dwarf actually yell
Heads
out,
up!
We're out of hair of the dog!
Do you have anything else?
Oh shoot, I forgot I didn't change the scene yet. Oh shoot, I am so sorry everybody. I forgot I didn't change the scene on the stream. Whoops!
Yes, I see
So
the
wait,
map.
they've just been staring at your pre-stream?
Yeah, the guys have been saying on my pre-stream. I am so sorry everyone. I am so sorry. I just noticed that.
Jeez,
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind.
Yeah, off to a great,
Hey!
we're off to a great start so far.
Brownie made a mistake. Da.
Well, not much is happening right now, so.
Not yet, anyway.
Imagination.
At this point, when the hair of the dog is yelled out, you then suddenly hear some footsteps coming from behind you, from the stairway that's just behind you. You all turn around, and there is the half-asleep Tabaxi Paladin making her way down the stairs.
Oh, good morning, sunshine. What?
Morning.
Anybody get the number of that thing that hit me?
Yeah, it's called the grog, special grog or something. It put me out too.
Oh boy, I think I'm glad that I went to bed. Somewhat early.
Yeah,
last
you
night.
should be very glad.
You're lucky you.
Question, tavern owner, do you have anything with cheese, bread, and very greasy?
Pixis calls out and goes, I'm kind of working on something. Just hold your horses.
Get me something greasy.
Okay.
Yes,
okay. It's
your
coming at the.
highness.
That's general to you.
At that point, you hear a dong dong dong. You hear like a
Anyways.
pipe climb. At this point, Ursa sort of just coughs. So, from the sounds of it, it sounds like Magnus wants to stick around and fight. What about the rest of you? I mean, my decision is... I think it's best that we stay and fight. I just don't want to see any more people hurt. I mean, it's a big concern when you think about it. We got how many people around here, and I dread to think what would happen if we left and he came back.
City would be leveled.
Yeah, but here's another question that we really need to think about. Are we strong enough to take on Diction and whatever he has up his sleeve?
Nowhere near. We're gonna need. How many more? Wait, I got an idea. Do you think Brownie? This is meta knowledge, by the way.
Cool.
What is the intelligence? Intelligence hawk. Meta hawk. What is the intelligence on the Echo?
On the Echo.
Hmm.
I
You can
I
see where I'm
don't like
going with
that
this.
laugh.
I know where he's going with this.
And if it works, we got 2 allies.
Guess what your answer is. Zip.
It's an 8, isn't it? It's nothing?
Nope. Zip as in I'm not telling.
I'm not risking either.
Come on.
Let me give you a hint. It's an owl.
Oh, it's a regular owl, which means it has a...
They're wise.
No, maybe in stories. Hang on.
Ursula just sort of looks over at the other two who kept quiet. What about you, Trilly? Surely you must have an idea.
Well, I'll be perfectly honest, I don't think we're going to get very far before he finds us again, so I say fight the bugger.
You would want to stick around?
Hmm.
How far do you think we're going to be able to run?
That's a good question.
True, and if that echo was anything to go off of, there's no way we can outrun it.
Oh, that's not my plan. My plan is to turn that thing against Diction.
If I'm lucky, and if it's not smart, and if it's not too smart.
All the owls that I've encountered, they've always flown away from humans, and the ones that haven't were just going after prey. I saw an owl fly out of a barn once on a campaign to the north, and he just snatched a mouse right out from up below my feet. I'm like, it was the most graceful thing I've ever seen. It was also probably one of the most terrifying, because I didn't even know it was there until it was below me.
Ow.
The thing is, I have an idea. How many more of those spells can you do?
That I can do?
Yes.
Um,
Animal friendship, if I remember correctly.
I can befriend animals.
How many at a single time?
Oh, that depends on how powerful. That depends on how many I target and spell is.
If you're on
Hello?
I can give you that bit of meta knowledge. You can technically have as many as you want. However, if you want to keep them as your allies, you have to keep recasting the spell every single day.
Yeah.
Alright, that scorpion's gonna be going away in what, I think 12 hours, right? Less than 12 hours?
Right now, you've got about 6 hours left on it.
Alright, and before we lose that thing, and so the spell can just dissipate, I need you to go out there and cast talk to it, make sure it wants to become our ally permanently this time.
Magnus, that's what I asked. I asked Trilly that before we arrived at the inn.
Right.
And I'll be quite happy to do it as well.
Drunken amnesia.
Alright.
I blame Mugbeard.
Drunk
I also
idiot.
blame Mugbeard for the lump on my head. What did you do to me last night?
Mugbeard, make a history check.
Okay, history.
Alright, I'll go. Okay. I kind of raise my hand and say, I'll go out with Trilly.
3.
Thanks.
You drank
You
so
don't
much you don't really remember yourself. Anyway, so hang on a second, because we're getting a bit. Ursa sort of raises her hand. Whilst those two take care of that mess, Mugbeard, Topaz, Secton, what do you think we should do?
Well, best thing is probably not to split up, so I guess we're all stuck here.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
You agree with him, Topaz?
Yes, I'm afraid so. There's strength in numbers. So
I'm
if
glad you
want
guys
to-
decided to stay. It's hard to find good allies in these days. And I'm glad you're and I'm glad you're here with me.
I give
Thank you.
Magnus kind of an angry look. Yeah, it is hard to find good allies.
Oh!
Walk right into that one.
Wow! Okay.
That was brutal.
Do I need to go
Average.
Do I need to go outside and find some aloe vera for her?
Just find me hair of the dog, please. Find me hair of the dog.
Okay. So Mugbeard, what about you?
Stuck with y'all.
Thank you, Mugbeard.
So it sounds like we're kind of unanimous. We're all wanting to stick-
Agreed. I think once we finish breakfast, I'd say we go over to see Lana. Speaking of which, how is that breakfast?
If you tell me how long's a piece of string?
Depends on how long you cut it.
That's the idea, so wait a while! I'm gonna cook for 7 of you after all!
Bring it out! Just bring it out when it's ready! Like, bring it out when each plate is ready, just bring it out!
Alright, anyway. So while this is all going on, Trilly, Zelion, you both enter out of the large wooden door, and you make your way to the cobble streets of Helix, right around here. As you guys make your way outside, you look to your right, and there you see the giant scorpion named Sparks just sleeping there on the ground. It's looking kind of curled up, almost sort of like it's got its pincers tucked in nice and neat, its stinger lowered to the ground. You see a couple of people obviously looking at it, and a couple of others are looking over in your direction, almost to look for an answer. But at this rate, they're not sure whether to be more scared or more what's going on.
I kind of smile at Sparks and then just kind of kneel right in front of it.
Alright.
It's kind of one of its claws.
It sort of stirs a little bit and looks up at you slowly. And then just sort of it gets up. And as it does so, I'm actually going to roll to see if the other people are going to do something. Okay. Half of the crowd watching the giant Sparks is currently just around. It's still a little close by. In fact, hang on a second. Let me see. I think I should still have. Give me a second here.
Okay.
You know what? For the sake of let's see.
We really need a main map. We really need like a close-up map of each place of the cities.
Yeah, we do. I'm sorry. It's the best I could do. I tell you what, for the moment, this is just a makeshift Sparks. It's not blocking the whole route. It's not in a cage. It's actually just outside normally. So it just sort of looks up to you. It sort of raises its pincers, and the crowd sort of back away in shock, and you hear a couple of...
I kind of turn to the crowd and I'm just like, it's okay, he's friendly. And I mumble to myself, for now.
Make a stealth check with that one.
Oh boy. Boy, please be a high roll. Please be a high roll. 10.
10? They sort of look kind of nervous. They're sort of tense, but they're still looking kind of scared. At this point, Sparks looks down at you, and similar to the morning before, it raises its pincers in the air, and it brings them down almost to try to pat you both on the ground, pat you both on the head.
Hey, Sparks. No. We don't need concussions right now.
Good Scorpion.
Just looks over at you. Alright, so, what are you guys doing exactly?
Trilly. Alright, Trilly, you know what to do.
Okay, Freddy will crack her knuckles, stretch her fingers, and cast her magic.
Alright, so,
I give Trilly advantage.
No, you're not, you're inside.
Fair point. I thought I could do it from anywhere.
It's okay, not from inside, you can't.
Alright, I did not know that. Now I do.
Well, now you do. Yeah, you have to be within the vicinity in order for it to work.
Wait. Isn't Trill... Are we sitting by a window by any chance?
No, you, from where I've got you guys are... I didn't make a map for this. This is my bad. Inside the bar, you guys are sat at the back, close to where the steps are. The window is a bit further than the front.
Damn. All
And
right.
technically, they're standing behind a wall, so you can't really see where they are. You just see through the window the sight of a scorpion just going.
All right.
All right. So, Trilly, remind me on animal friendship. What? Not animal friendship. Speak with animals. What is there anything I have to do for that?
Apparently not. It looks like a spell that I could apparently cast.
Okay. Just had to make sure I didn't have to roll or anything for that. So, Sparks.
Apparently not.
So, you crack your knuckles and you put your hands out forward, and as you cast the spell, you watch as Sparks is enveloped in the same sort of glow as your hands. At that point, it looks down at you and goes, "What What did you do to me?
Oh boy.
What's he saying, Trilly?
At the moment, he's asking what we did.
His eyes sort of widen. It's like, you can understand me?
Well, at least for the next 10 minutes, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. It was kind of hard to find someone to speak to me. Anyway, why does this character keep calling me Sparks?
Okay.
He wants to know why you keep calling him Spark.
Well, I just figured it sounded like a cool name. I mean, if they don't like it, or if they have a name, I can call them by that instead.
Thought it sounded cool. Would you like to be called something else?
I'll be honest, I never really had a name before. I guess Sparks can do for now.
No, he's fine.
All right, that's good. All right, that's good.
So tell me, the last thing I remember was I just remember suddenly appearing in this city like this. What exactly happened?
He says apparently the last thing he remembers is suddenly appearing in the city.
All right. All right. So, okay. So I quit. So I try. Okay. So here's the thing, and then with that, I just kind of recap what exactly happened yesterday.
He just sort of ponders for a bit as about 4 minutes have gone by. He sort of just stands there a bit like, So your friend casted a spell on me, and I'm like this now?
Essentially, yeah.
So then, what are you going to do with me? Because I get the feeling once this spell goes, well, I don't think I'll have much control over what I do next.
Ah. Yeah. Zillion, he reckons once your spell wears off, he's not really going to have a lot of self-control. So, Sparks, we were going to try and ask if you wanted to sort of carry on palling with us, but all sort of keeping you like this, that might be a bit...
Where I understand the idea that you would require my powers to help you, I'm afraid I cannot. This fucking music, this doesn't work! I have a sincere moment and all of a sudden Dragon Quest. Must work on this! I will fix my music later!
Okay.
There we go. That works a little better. Well, that's some Sonar music. Anyway.
Best moment.
Yeah. Well, I can't exactly leave. My instincts are telling me I can't just leave here. I don't know why. I just can't.
Really? Translation?
Apparently his instincts are saying he doesn't know why, but apparently he can't. Again, not sure if that's your spell or him.
Well, there's only one. Well, I do have a. If Sparks really can't leave, and if they're not gonna have any self-control once my spell wears off, then do is possibly cage cage Sparks. You know, just so that until I get a chance to cast my animal friendship spell again. If
Yeah. Sparks, buddy. We've probably got about 6 hours until what Zillion did wears off. We might have to put you sort of restrain you at the end of that until she can cast it again.
I'm a he.
Hey, it wasn't me this time!
For God's sake, it's early in the morning. I haven't had breakfast yet. Really.
Fine.
The Sparks just looks at him and goes, so you wish to tame me like some kind of pet?
Well,
Maybe.
Then, at this point, there's about 2 minutes of your speak spell left, just to let you know. He sort of looks down at you and goes, then how about this? I'm guessing you'll be planning to end my misery should I attack?
We're really hoping it doesn't come to that. To be honest, we all like you.
And I appreciate that. Then how about a deal? If you promise to not end my life, and if you can teach somebody to tame me as well as your friend here, then I will be happy to do my best for this city. Chances are I don't think I'd be able to leave if I wanted to. So since I'm drawn here by whatever reason, maybe it's best if I stick around.
Oh, yeah, okay then. He's saying if we can find someone to tame him, he'll stick. But we can't. He might be willing to stand. And I think I've just figured out what's drawing him here.
what do you think it is, Trilly?
Oh, that Staff of Jirai thing.
Ah, right. Hmm. But if we can find someone to tame him, he won't be a threat. He won't be a threat to the city.
Hopefully not. He just says, "Can we not? If we don't attack him, he'll try and stick around and help out."
All right, that's fair. We'll promise.
He just sort of gracefully sort of nods a little bit and just goes, thank you. At this point, Trilly, your spell fades. So as he's speaking, he's like, then all I wait is the...
And my spell wore off. Yay.
You just see the scorpion just sort of lower its head like...
Yeah, I don't need a translation for that.
I gently pet Sparks on the head. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure something out.
Don't worry, buddy. I can cast it again later.
At this point, inside, the rest of you, you've all been cast this wide spread of food, and you've all basically got breakfast right in front of you.
Finally. And where's the bread and cheese I wanted?
It's right here! And he just slams it right in front of you.
Thank you, dwarf.
No
Does it have
worries.
coal in it?
Nope, promise you. No hidden preservatives, no added expletives, and none of
So
that.
no termites.
No, unless you ask nicely.
I appreciate you not adding termites into that. As I start eating it.
I look at Magnus. You keep that attitude up, you'll probably end up with something extra in your food.
If it hasn't already been added.
Well, you deserve it.
Hey, just because I went a little out of my place does not mean I deserve to get whatever is in this.
You'll be perfectly fine, I promise you.
But
Alright, oh. I'll say at this point, yeah, you hear the done from the bread and the cheese slamming down, so that's when you guys make your way back inside.
Alright.
Alright, so for the sake of time, I'll say you guys have all had a nice, luxurious breakfast as you can at this side of town. And at this point, you guys all finish up, you make your way outside, and what do you wish to do from now?
As a group. So, what's our decision? We're staying?
Yeah, I suppose so. And what? Oh, and we need to find an animal tamer of some kind.
All right. What does Scorpion say?
Sparks is not able to come with us. However, if we promise not to kill him, then he'll choose to stick around and help out around the town. He can't exactly leave. At least that's from what Trilly's been telling me.
Just behind you, you hear the sound of the scorpion just... just like he's agreeing with you at this point.
All right.
Um,
I don't know. I'm not an animal tamer, so there's no guarantee of that.
My
there
animal
could be-
friendship spell only lasts 24 hours, so
You think there could be a merchant?
Uh,
There could be an animal tamer around here?
Trilly, what did you try and say?
can I do a nature check to figure out what scorpion or something in the bar?
Aeon, your microphone was
Yeah,
cutting out for a
slightly
minute.
Yeah, it
cutting
sounded
out
like
there.
you were speaking Klingon.
Yeah. I did hear nature checks, so I'll say yes, but you might have to tell me what you're after again.
Basically, I was going to ask if Trilly could make a nature check to figure out what the heck Sparks would eat, so she could get him something special from behind the bar.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Smaller bugs, maybe? Maybe those termites will help?
Fair
Yeah, the termite.
enough. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give a special announcement. In our chat, there is a person, there's a J Draws, Drawer or something. He's the guy who's been making your tokens.
Hi!
Ooh.
Hello!
Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, we have our artist who's actually there.
Oh, wait, I forgot to do something. Brownie, we've had a long rest at this point, right?
Yes. Yeah, 7. You're not too familiar. You're not too familiar with giant scorpions, so you're not quite sure exactly what it is that they would eat.
I'm just gonna. Trilly's just gonna have a random guess then and order a bowl of termites.
Okay.
It's the thought that counts.
True. So very true.
It's a stupid thought, but it counts.
All right. Okay. Is there a guard nearby that I can talk to?
You see a couple of them walking around somewhat a couple of times. I'd say you should be able to find one close by.
All right, because I want to talk to them about the possibility of restraining Sparks, but just in case.
Fair enough. Hello, Heidi.
Through the blizzard, I saw nothing but single digit. But then the snow lifted to behold a natural 20, and I found your stream. Woo!
That is probably
So now
the
I
best intro I have ever heard.
I have to agree.
All right.
Thank you. I came up with it just a half an hour ago.
Well played.
Oh, impressive.
All right. Yeah. So you do find a guard close by. Yeah. So you wanted to just ask him like, you guessing you wanted to ask him about the tamer.
Yes.
He sort of looks and goes, I'm not too familiar, but I suppose we could probably ask at the castle. They're more likely to know something than I don't.
All right. Thank you.
No worries. Have a good day. And
You too.
just one question. Does that thing belong to you?
What, Sparks?
Yes! That thing!
How many hours are left on the spell?
Right now, about 4.5.
Okay, for the next 4 hours, he's kind of on our side, but if I don't find a tamer in 4 hours, could you and the other guards make sure that Sparks is restrained or confined they can't harm anyone?
Make a persuasion check.
All right. Wait, persuasion plus 5.
23!
Damn.
Wow!
The guard looks at you for a moment and then looks back at the scorpion and then back at you and goes, "That seems fair enough. You guys all saved our city, so at least what I can do. But no, if it does get out of hand, I think we might have to take some action. But I suggest you hurry as best as you can."
Oh, okay, but I'm just gonna let you know. Please do not kill Sparks. We promised we wouldn't.
Sure, no problem. We'll do our
Okay,
best.
thank you. Okay, thank you.
All right.
That's all I ask.
Okay. So I'm guessing you. So are you guys got to go visit Lorna now? Yes.
Well, I'm going to go visit Lana and ask about a tamer. But if everybody else is busy with other things,
Well, we'll find out. What does everybody want to do?
Where am I at?
Well, I
Right
wanna
now,
find
I'll just say for the sake of it, Heidi, the whole group is outside the inn right now. You guys are essentially just outside the inn, which is basically where the giant scorpion is.
Oh, so the fun stuff didn't begin. Okay, cool. Nice.
Nope, not yet.
If I were to make a suggestion, I'd say we should probably
Secton cut out just as he said we should probably.
Nice.
We should probably.
Drink.
Do you want to
Probably
say?
head over to the castle, I think is what it's trying to say.
Secton, was that what you were getting at?
Am I back?
Yes.
Yes.
I was gonna say go get some gear and reagents.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with that completely.
I've been here a little bit. I kind of know the way around, so
Is there an armory around here?
I'd say with Secton's knowledge and the fact you got Topaz there as well, yeah, there's a blacksmith around.
Good.
The name of the place you're looking for, just for the sake of having a name, if it helps you out, you're looking for the Hardy Hard Blades.
All right. Do you think good. I could sell that armor and get some. I could sell that plate armor. Like, unless one of you guys fits into it.
well, I'm proficient in light armor, so it's heavy if it's light armor, I'll.
Oh no! It's plate armor. It's one of the heavier ones.
And no, I can't wear it.
Remember that armor ghost thing we killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the armor from it.
You mean the armored ghost thing I killed? I saved your ass.
Yeah, and I already claimed the armor, which I'm gonna sell for a profit.
Just bear in mind that if it wasn't for me, you'd probably be choked to death.
Yeah.
I might sell the potion of sapphire regret. Who knows?
If you didn't get
It's
choked,
valuable.
you would have had the attack.
Well, I do need to get my armor repaired.
Alright.
I
Let's
might
grab
need-
the cart and bring it over, because I'm not carrying that.
Well, right now your cart is still at the castle. Nobody picked it up when you finished up the battle.
That's true.
Alright. I gotta
Yeah.
get the cart.
Bye.
But I might need stronger armor too, just to be safe.
Good idea. Alright, you're with me.
So just so I've got this knuckled down, who's doing what? If I can find out who's doing what, so I'll get a rundown. So, Mugbeard, what are you doing?
Grab a couple of drinks, and then I'm going to join them to the armory.
Zelion?
Okay, well, I kind of wanted to talk to Lana about the tamer, but it wouldn't hurt to get some armor on the way.
Okay. Truly?
Trilly will probably go with them and also keep an eye on Sparks, I guess.
Okay. Magnus?
I'm going to get the cart, and then I'm going to bring it, and then I'm going to bring my armor down to the armory, the blacksmith, and sell it, and then buy or trade it for whatever weapons and other stuff I need.
If anything there, okay. Ursula, what are you doing?
Majority vote says blacksmith, so I guess that's where I'm going.
Okay. Topaz?
I'm going to the blacksmith to get my armor repaired.
Okay. Secton?
I'll give people directions if they need it, and then I'll probably head off on my own to buy some magical stuff.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so I will say for the sake of time, let's see. So Magnus, I'll say Magnus and Secton, you guys go do what you need to do. Secton, if to get some magic supplies for what you're after, it will run you about 4 silver to get the components that you need for your magic spells, I would say, to save some time.
That's not bad.
Okay, so just take out 4 silver and then add what I need.
Yep, take off 4 silver, and then just make a note that you've got your ingredients for there. Magnus, okay. You go up and you grab the cart, and you make your way down there. Mugbeard goes back inside to the inn. Mugbeard, there's a choice of 2 drinks available at the moment. There is the Scalding Cauldron and the hair of a bear.
I'll take both.
Okay. Are you having them now, or are you taking them with you?
Drinking the first one, taking the second one with me.
Okay. So mark those off as that is 3 silver for each one, so 6 silver off of you. And with that, all of you, after you take care of what you're after, all of you make your way towards the Hardy Hard Blades. Also, by the way, Jay's enjoying this. He's actually drawing as we're doing this. So, Jay, hope you're enjoying the show. All right.
Yay!
So, you guys make your way to the Hardy Hard Blades, which is situated, just so you know, it's situated right here in the corner of the merchant area. You guys make your way there, and as you approach, you're greeted with this incredible hot, smoking sort of smell. As you're approaching it, you do feel the heat as well to this large wooden area. The entire front area doesn't have like a wall or a door or anything like that. It is a pure, open, walled area. And there you see the sight of a giant half-orc, dotted with blue skin. And he's got, like, bits of burn marks all over him, and as you get closer, you suddenly hear this... the plastic! This stupid piece of crap!
Looks like this place is pretty popular with my kind.
Oh, boy.
So at this point, he hears...
Note to self, retire to Helix.
If it's still standing.
Retire, yeah, let me rephrase that. If it's still standing, retire again to Helix. Because I've already been through that once.
Yep.
And here I am doing all this stuff again.
Oh boy.
So as you're having the conversation, he turns around and goes, "Well, hello there. Welcome to the Hardy Hard Blades, home of the hardest hard blades you'll find this side of Manu." And he looks over at all of you in the moment, and he actually looks over in your direction at Topaz and Secton. For you two, he goes, "Well, if it ain't the Paladin and the Wizard, you're back again, eh?"
Again?
Yeah, just can't find a way to get out of here.
Unfortunately.
Tell me, Tabaxi, how's that armor treating you? Did it do the job?
Well, until I got stung by a scorpion, it did.
You got stung? You mean that attack yesterday?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That was us.
You guys are the heroes. Oh, it is such a pleasure! And you see him as he slowly gets up from sitting down, and you see that he stands about 7'2", and he peers down over the lot of you at this point.
Well, he's taller
He's an orc,
than me.
right? He's an orc, right?
Yes.
Half orc.
He's a half orc, actually.
Half orc.
A half
right.
orc with a
more
growth
orc
spur.
than him, with more orc than the other half.
Yeah.
Who am I closest to? I'm gonna hide behind him or her.
Right now, I'd say you're hiding closest behind Trilly.
Okay, I'm gonna hide behind Trilly.
He just looks over and notices this rogue standing behind that halfling and goes, "No need to be shy."
You ain't gonna hide much yourself back there.
I just gotta look up.
I walk over to him. Can I walk over to him?
Yeah, sure.
I walk over to him and it's like, you look familiar.
That's all what all half-orcs say, pal. I don't think I've seen you in my life.
Were you in a battle in the north at some point?
I was not. No, I've lived in Helix all my life.
Do you have any relatives that were in battle in the north?
Not to be rude, pal, but I'm not here for personal dilemmas. I have a business.
I'm not here for personal either. All I'm here really is to either. I have a proposition for you.
If you don't mind, I know there's a lot of you here, so don't take superiority over yourself, pal. It's not great for people.
That's general.
Okay, I kind of decide to step in at this point. Okay, we're all here to get equipment, regardless. So
That's what my proposition was about. I have this. You know what plate armor is, correct?
Do I know what plate armor is? You make it sound like I haven't seen one in my life.
I have a full set for trade or selling. How much would you give me for it? Or how much would you trade me for it?
Well, depends what you're after.
I'm after... Do you have any firearms here?
I do not.
Do you know where... Is there any place in the market where I can get them?
I don't think you'd find any in Helix, pal.
Damn. Alright.
I chirp up.
Alright, look, give me your finest two-handed sword. And a new helmet. This one is clearly defective, considering I got stabbed in the neck yesterday.
Judging from what I see, you all look like you took a number. Any of the other ones here had scorpion stings as well?
No, mine was guard induced. That's a long story though.
He looks over at you guys, but you just said it was scorpion based.
Yeah, that's what we fought. After it was, it's a long story. Anyway, I need a new helmet plus your finest two-handed sword. How much? And whatever else you can give me. I need a new dagger too. A claymore wouldn't hurt either.
He looks over at the rest of you and goes, "This guy does all the business for you, I take it."
No, this is all for me.
He looks down at you for a moment and goes, "Nah!" "Oh, thee praise thee, noble person, with all my pleasers and thank yous."
And I'll give you 3 platinum if you get it done quickly.
Well, let me just find out prices.
Prices. Because according to D&D Beyond, 10 platinum is 10 gold is 1 platinum.
Yeah. Let me double check what I got for prices here. Does anyone else, just while I'm looking these up, does anyone else have anything else that they're after in particular?
It's strong light armor.
Strong light.
I was hoping to get some arrows.
I could do with maybe another dagger.
And maybe possibly trade in my short. And since I'm not even using the short sword, I may as well trade that in for another dagger.
Give you 2 platinum for it.
Hold on. It would help if you all didn't speak at once.
Sorry.
Apologies.
I thought we talked this over.
Sorry.
I'm not laughing.
Neither am I.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anyway, okay. So first of all, the armor, Magnus, is only worth about. If you sell it, it's only going to be worth about 6 gold. Trading it in will only give you about 3.
I'll sell it.
Okay.
Also, I thought that it cost like 1,000 gold just to get one of those.
You technically damaged it and cremated it when Ursula finished it off.
We didn't cremate it. It just dropped to the floor intact. That's why I took it.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So yeah, it's 1,000 gold.
I misjudged my notes. But because technically you guys had attacked it, and we have had, because we had an arrow shot and we had some magic on it at one point. So if we sell it, it is going to be, so selling it is going to be 300 gold. Trading it in is going to be 150 off of a pro. Oh wait, sorry, wrong way around.
Can I?
Selling it is going to be 150. Trading might get you 300, but you might have to ask him nicely.
Can I roll? All right, let me ask him. What would you give me for the armor?
Well, what are you wanting?
Two-handed sword, dagger, and new helmet.
Well, helmets I don't particularly have. I don't even know if I have anything half Orcish side, so I might not be able to have something there. But involving your sword, though, what sword are you after?
Something long that can pierce.
Sadly, I don't know anything about that. You'd have to seek a specialist about the specific one. But the only one I have is a traditional greatsword. That's all I can do.
Greatsword? Wait, aren't those like 6 feet long?
They're just.
Oh, man.
Greatsword, I just have it 6 pound heavy. That's all I see it as.
The two-hander.
There you go.
Ooh. I just looked it up. A European double-edged. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take the greatsword.
All right, and you want a dagger too?
Yeah, small dagger. Just enough for finessing. How much are those each?
So the greatsword will cost you 50. The dagger's gonna cost you about 2 gold pieces each.
I'll just pay that right out of pocket.
There you go.
And how much would you? And can I roll for? Can I roll for perception? Like, how much would? Well, yeah, not perception. And how much would you give me for the armor if I just sell it to you?
Well, let's see. You're going for those items too. Tell you what. If you buy those 2 items, I'll give you 180 gold back.
How's 190?
Make a persuasion check.
That's what I was about to do anyway. Persuasion plus 0. At least it's not negative.
Not one.
50-50.
10. He looks at you for a brief moment and just sort of stirs. 185.
That was actually the number I had in my head. Alright, deal.
All right, so mark yourself, Chopper, with a great sword, a dagger, and 185 gold back. All right, now, let's see. We'll go in order here about this. Topaz, you said you wanted your armor fixing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Topaz just looks at you for a moment and, Topaz. He looks at you for a moment and goes, let me have a look at the damage.
Okay, so so Topaz is gonna take off her armor and hand it to the half orc. But after she takes it off and right when her hair falls down, they see the scar that's on her back from the scorpion sting.
Yeah, so you guys all see the mark where the scorpion pierced her and it made her unconscious, and you can see a bright black mark on her skin, and there you actually see the puncture wound where it struck.
Yeah, I kind of grab at my own chest, kind of having flashbacks to when I had an arrow go through my chest. Then just imagining that as 20 times worse.
All right. He looks it over for a moment and just so like, oh, that did a number. Since you come back again, Topaz, and I know it's custom made. Yeah, so at this point, as he's looking it over, just as well, I'll cost you, and at that point, you then hear the sound of footsteps of the monk who's coming behind you with a bottle of booze in his hand.
Why am I not surprised?
Hello!
What the?
The time...
Great.
Sorry. The half-orc looks up in this direction and goes, ah, another one of the band?
Unfortunately, yes.
Hey, Muggy.
So at this point, he sort of coughs and looks back over the arm and goes, Tell you what, Topaz. I'll mark it for 20 gold. I'll fix it up nice and neat for you. What do you say?
You have a deal.
Thanks a lot there, Sunshine. No.
I look over. What?
Thank you.
Yeah, she said thank you, Sunshine. So he takes the armor. So just come back in about an hour. I should have this thing fixed up for you. But let's finish the rest of you here. So, who else? So Ursula, what were you after?
Just a dagger.
A dagger? Two gold is going to be for another dagger.
Alrighty, sure.
Okay, so mark 2 gold off and add another dagger for yourself. Is anyone else after anything?
I might actually get a second short sword.
Oh,
Okay, Magnus, you already had your turn.
Yeah, let Zelion have a turn.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Magnus, shut up.
Okay, so what I'm after is better light armor, and I'm wanting to trade my short sword in for a dagger.
You wanted to trade a short sword for a dagger? That's a bit of a risk there. Bard?
Yeah.
All right. I suppose I could do that. Let me have a look for you.
Yeah. I bought the short sword thinking I would get more use out of it, but I haven't been using it as often as I'd like.
Yeah, no harm. Okay. Have you used the short sword at all, by the way?
I think I've used it once, but I don't think I've used it in a while.
Okay. So he looks back and goes, all right, tell you what, I should be able to do that. And due to it being more for a sword nowadays, I'll give you the dagger and I'll give you 3 gold back.
All right, thank you.
All right, so you got a dagger and 3 more gold.
Okay, so how much am I taking off for that?
Just add, let's see, you bought one there, so add 3 gold and add a dagger.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so now I have a question for the DM. If he would be willing to help me.
Sure.
Okay, and get rid of the short sword, right?
Yes.
Okay, now Titan said that he would take 20 gold. That he would take 20 gold to fix up the armor. So I need to take away 20 gold.
Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah, so take 20 gold off there. Is anyone else after anything?
I still haven't gotten armor.
Oh, yeah, your armor. All right. What armor do you have? What armor do you have right now, there, pal?
I have leather armor currently.
Leather armor. Well, normally I'm a blacksmith, so I require for iron and things. Let me see. He sort of goes into the back for a bit. He comes out about 10 minutes later, and he comes out with this slightly... It's got more leather armor, but it's got a decorated and a little bit of iron plates on a couple of spots. It's not much, but I got some studded leather here. It's not great, but, well, I'd say it's probably a little better than your standard one.
Is it light armor?
It is a light armor. It's actually the strongest light armor you can have.
Oh, all right. How much for the armor?
That'll run you 45 gold.
45 gold. Oh. 45. I'll take.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you, pal.
Okay, I'm a guy.
I did say pal. Don't worry.
Okay, my currency is down to 115, so I took off 20 for the armor repair.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
I just took away the armor for the studded armor, right?
So add a studded leather. Yes. Okay. Anyone else after anything?
I'm all set.
Okay. Did you go yet?
I don't need anything at a blacksmith.
Yeah, I was just making sure before I buy a short sword.
All right. Well, if you want to,
switch it.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll have one more. I have one more item on my list that I forgot to get. I need another short sword. I say as I'm clamoring around with more weapons than I can hold.
Another short sword, pal. What do you need another one for?
In case my other weapons go down. I like being prepared.
That sounds pretty good. Man after my own heart. Alright. Another 10 gold and you can have one.
On it. Alright.
Alright.
Give him 10 gold.
And he look.
Actually, I'll just put a platinum on his hand.
Oh, what's this for?
That equals 10 gold.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm used to people dealing with gold. It's rare to get a platinum nowadays.
Platinum's a bit more rare than and then gold. So.
That's true. And he look at this point. Titan looks up and he looks back at the monk. What about you, monkey boy?
Monkey boy. Can I toss him a gold just for that? Just for that.
Can do if you want.
Yeah, just for that statement. Here's gold.
I had that joke ready for him the whole time. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. So he looks over. Go on. Okay, monkey boy. Are you after anything?
Oh, first an apology.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. It's rare to have a lot of good company giving me some fun, so my apologies, pal.
Okay, I've got a quarterstaff and a quarterstaff +1, and I want something better.
You want something better?
Yeah, better quarterstaff.
Quarterstaffs.
Well, I don't have a particular weapon that could do it, but I think I could maybe make one. I could make you. Let's see. What material is your quarterstaff made out of, pal?
Yes.
Yeah. Could I have a look at it?
Sure. I give my +1.
Okay. He looks over it for a brief moment and goes, "It's a wooden one. You'd have to see if someone a bit more specialized. I deal with the iron part, I'm afraid. This is just one nice stick. No offense, pal. But I think I know someone who can help you out."
It helps me out of sticky situations, so it's fine.
Hey, that's a good lad. Alright, tell you what, for that joke, I think I can do something for you. See, I actually have a friend of mine who's coming in town. He should be visiting me hopefully by the end of the day. So, if you're around by the end of the day, pal, come by, we'll see if we can get your weapon all fixed up for you. That's if he gets here in time. Is that alright with you, pal?
Okay, I sit down.
You're gonna be here. You're just gonna drink with them, aren't you?
What are you doing, pal? You planning on just staying right there? Zelion, I'll take the quarter-pound staff with a side of fries.
Jesus.
I couldn't resist.
Oh,
Why
no.
don't you jokes this round? I like it.
Nice one.
So, well,
That was beautiful.
so am I doing this then, pal?
How late is it?
Right now it is about just coming up to about 9:30, 10 o'clock, give or take. So, just so you know, by the way, Zelion, you have about just under 3 hours of your spell left.
Oh boy.
So at this point, he goes, "Alright, as I say, my friend should be coming in town, so he could probably have a look at it for you. Don't know if he'll do much, but he could at least have a look for you."
Okay. Well, I guess I have to leave then.
I'm afraid so, pal. No offense.
Offense taken. No problem.
And all I can say is, hopefully we could do a better job for you. Might be a bit much, but you'd have to speak to my friend, as I said. Now,
Okay.
anything... So, I would ask, are you leaving him the staff, or are you taking it with you?
I'm taking it with me.
Okay, just checking.
I need my weapon.
So at this point, Titan just goes, "Right, is that all for the lot of you, then?"
No, yeah.
Yeah, for now. We might be back later, though, to repair damage.
Well, I know Topaz will be coming back for her armor. Don't worry, Topaz. Just come back in about 20 minutes. I'd say 30 minutes. I should be able to have it fixed up nice and good for you.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Anything for one of my favorite customers. Now, if you don't mind, I suppose I better get to work. Besides, you got some company. And at this point, you all look behind you, and there you actually see one of the guards from yesterday, most familiar to Magnus as one of the two that stabbed him.
I give him a glaring
He's
look.
standing there, looking with his staff in his hand, and is just like, so here you all are. Lord Lorna
Can I give him a I want to kill you look?
Sure, go ahead.
I give him a I want to kill you look. Do I roll for intimidation?
No, I'd say you can just give him the guy. Unless you are actually trying to give him the I'm going to really kill you when you're back.
No, just enough to scare him.
Oh, then no. No, you don't have to. He just looks at you for a
Alright.
moment. He sort of looks back at you and just goes, Now, Lord Lorna is waiting for you. Are you all ready?
No.
Well,
I just cross my arms and follow the group.
As we can, as ready as we can be, I suppose.
very well. Please follow me. Do you
Okay.
guys follow?
Yeah, I'm following.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I follow.
No.
And I say goodbye to the blacksmith in Orcish as we leave.
At this point, he seems surprised, and he replies back in Orcish and goes, "That's a neat trick. Chat to you soon, my friends."
Peace! I reply in Orcish.
And to those who don't speak Orcish, you just hear these sort of grunts and groans and things. And then he replies back and goes, "Hardy hi!"
Hey!
And then he
Heidi ho!
Yes, somebody did it. Thank you.
Heidi!
No, not the drunken son. So at this point,
No, that's
Okay,
the,
anyway.
that's Minnie the Moocher. Minnie the
Okay.
Moocher by Cab Calloway.
I'll have to look that up at some point. Anyway,
Okay,
so as you all follow, you make
Really quickly before my friends get so far away that I can't run and catch up. Do you sell any arrows?
arrows. Yeah, we got a couple of arrows. We got a couple of arrows for you. How many you wanting?
50?
Let me have a look.
Or as many as you've got?
I can sell them in bundles. Are you after normal arrows or crossbow arrows?
Normal ones.
Normal ones. All right. I got a pack of 20 for 1 gold apiece.
It's a good price.
I'll take the pack of 20 then.
All right. So mark a gold and add 20 arrows.
And also, extremely quickly, because they're going to get out of sight and I'm going to lose them. You don't have any, like, studded leather armor in a halfling size, or another short sword in a halfling size?
I'll have a look for you, pal. I tell you what, finish up with her lordship. Come back and I'll see if I can fix it up for you and have a look for you.
Fair enough. Bye.
Heidi ho!
And Trilly will leg it.
All right. You hear the sound of these quick footsteps, sort of like Roadrunner style, like.
Meet.
The halfling just runs by. Hey.
Well,
Not. All
Bloody
right.
hell.
Anyway, so you guys make your way up towards the beacon. There, you do see the sight of the 2 guards who were there before. As the guard who leads you is going up, he sort of gives a nod, and the 2 guards open up, and there you are greeted with the same blue and white color scheme of the beacon, the flag sitting right outside as per usual, and there you watch as the doors open up, and standing in the hallway, once again, is her lordship, Lord Lorna Fitz. So she stands there, and with a sort. Hang on, sorry, for the DM, make sure you check Discord later about the animal trainer. Okay. What's that one about?
what? Hmm?
Do it later.
Okay, I'll have that look later.
Probably not important at all. Well, right now, anyways. But
Yeah.
make sure you do check it.
Okay, I'll check that up in a bit. All right.
Awesome.
If it's anything that needs to be brought up during the session, just let me know in advance. All right. So anyway, as you guys make your way inside, you see obviously the same sight that you saw before you of the entire inside of the beacon. The decorated white yellow pillars with the copper lining, and there Lorna is standing there in the same dress that she was in, and she gives you all a graceful nod as you make your way inside.
Well, lady, and then I tip my fedora.
I tip my hat as well, but in a more polite gesture.
Hello.
Good morning, everyone. She glares at your direction, Magnus.
Your Lordship, I would like to apologize for my actions yesterday. I know my words mean nothing right now, but I am truly sorry about the way I treated you yesterday. I did not mean to harm you if I did.
1 second. Okay. She sort of looks to you and does a little sigh and goes, "No, it's fine. I understand you were trying to get me out of my slump, and for that, I do want to thank you. Just, my guards have been trained that if anyone touches me without either permission or does so in a vicious way, they are trained to instantly attack, even if against anyone's orders or otherwise. So it's them doing their job."
Yeah, I understood that part. And I still got the pain from it.
At this point,
But again, I am sorry.
It's perfectly fine, Magnus.
Oh, by the way, did you get my gift yesterday?
And which, you mean the money, right?
Yes. Again, that was earlier. Apology when you wouldn't talk to me.
I did, and I did need it, but I happily appreciate it nonetheless. If anything, it showed you were willing to make up. Your Secton here happily handed me the money, so thank you.
Topaz had it.
Yeah.
Was it Topaz who handed it?
It was Topaz.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Topaz that
Yeah, because Topaz was in the area at the time.
I stopped Topaz before she got close.
Right. Okay. Sorry. I mixed things up because I know they were talk there. That's my bad. All right. So at this point, she sort of goes and she sort of dusts herself and stands up properly and goes, "So, I take it you all have discussed about what your plans of arrangement is, yes?
We have.
And what have you decided?"
I think it's best for all of us to say whether we're staying or not. I, personally, need my revenge for Squad, and I am staying.
I see.
I'm staying too.
As am I.
I'll be staying as well. Oh, but I do recommend we at least evacuate the town, just for everybody's safety, and just in case, you know.
Agreed.
I'll stay to make sure Magnus doesn't get us killed.
Oh.
That's the best reason I've heard all day. What about you? What about you? Mugbeard, was it?
Yeah, same. I'm going to keep Magnus in check, and I'll
Oh.
be here.
Once it was suddenly everyone trying to keep me in check. When was the last time I burnt down a room.
And you did grab me and have two guards point their sticks at you.
Into me is more like it.
And rude, and you're an orc.
Yeah, it's what I do.
And she looks
But
over it, and she looks over at the rogue who has distracted herself and goes, "And what about you?"
Me? Sorry?
She's asking whether you're staying or not, rogue.
Oh. Yeah, I'm staying.
So you all wish to stay. Then in that
Indeed.
case, I will be humbly accepting this. And I will let you know that I had planned to give you all a bigger reward if you had all chosen to leave to try to make you stay, but I guess this makes it even more of a reward for you. Now, it seems we need to discuss a plan of action for what to happen. From what we gather from the scouts, He flew off into the north on the Ekal the other day.
I actually have a backup plan for that one.
You already have a plan?
One of us can do animal. Remember how that scorpion ended up being on our side?
Yeah.
I do remember.
My
yes.
plan is for Zelion to see if he can tame it temporarily.
I could try, but it's going to be risky. I don't know,
I've already looked at the
there's
stats
risk
to
to it.
know.
Yeah, but remember, that's an owl, not an Ekal.
Yeah, you told me it's an owl, so I looked up stats for an owl.
It's not the same.
Okay, anyway, as I was trying to say,
Sorry.
it's all right. It's a bit of a risk, but it's a bit of a risk considering I don't know how smart this owl is. But I'll at least try to tame it with animal friendship.
You'll have a bit of work to do on it if it's related to him, but it sounds like a plan.
I mean, we managed to get the scorpion without with some ease.
Oh! Speaking of the scorpion, Lana, I have a request.
What is your request, Bard?
Okay, Trilly and I had spoken with Sparks, the scorpion from yesterday.
Wait. You spoke to him?
Trilly did. I just listened.
Trilly can speak to animals.
She looks over at your direction, Trilly. Really?
Little bit, yeah. I know some magic.
She sort of just gives you a smile at this response and goes, "Well, aren't you a clever little girl?"
Clever girl.
Okay, clear my throat.
Yeah. Oh.
I am resisting the urge to slap whoever made that remark.
That was Magna. That was Chopper for the record.
Well, Topaz is resisting the urge to slap Magnus.
For the record, that was actually Chopper speaking.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, go ahead, Del.
Well, anyway, we spoke. Anyway, we spoke with Sparks, while Sparks can't exactly leave with us because something is drawing him here. I believe it may be the staff of Jirai, but we made a deal. But we did make a deal.
I flinch at the mention of Staffordshire.
I will say, okay, while Zelio's doing this, I will say, anybody who wants to, make a perception check.
Title drop.
Yeah, I'll say this. Okay, Mugbeard of 4. I'll say everyone except Zelion make a perception check. Because obviously Zelion is just
13.
13.
Right.
Ooh!
Okay, maybe not Ursula. Ursula may not, because this is everyone looking at her.
Hey, you said anybody
I
except
did.
Yeah,
Zelion.
Trilly got
Natural 20!
Natural 20! Wow! Alright, so, Mugbeard, with the beer still in your hand, you don't really pay much attention. Hey, that's the secret word of the day! But otherwise, Magnus gets a slight glimpse in his eye, noticing Ursula just slightly tense up, but isn't too sure as to what caused it. Topaz? No clue. Topaz is just distracted by Zelion's words. But as for Secton and Trilly, you both look over when Zelion mentioned when the staff of Jirai is mentioned, and you both watch Ursula tense at the exact moment of those words being mentioned. Carry on.
Okay, what do you know? Spill it.
Okay, am I still talking with
the
Lana?
place, not the time.
No, I'm pretty sure this is the place and the time. What do you know about it?
No. It's just Secton and Trilly for the slight
Oh,
moment. But I will say for the minute, let Del finish, and then we'll get to this.
All right, I'll mute my mic in the meantime.
Sometimes I want to slap Chopper.
Okay.
You and a lot of other people do.
Well, Trilly and I, we made Well, we made a promise. If we don't kill Sparks, then they'll help out around Helix. Need it, but we need it. But we need an animal tamer, a real tamer, someone who knows how to tame animals. My animal friendship spell only lasts 24 hours, and currently the spell is how many hours do I have left?
Right now, 2.
Oh.
And if I'm correct, we only have 2 hours left before my spell wears off on Sparks.
I think I might know someone. And she sort of just claps her hands, and there you watch as coming from right behind her is the sight of a gnomish girl just coming right behind, and you see that she's sort of decked out in sort of like normal attire, but she also has sort of an apron on. She's basically looking like she's not quite a maid, but at least enough to get by. And she comes up to Lorne and goes, "Yes, your lordship. Fetch me the beast." As you wish.
The beast.
And you watch as the gnomish girl rushes past you while sort of squeezing by some of you, sort of like, "Excuse me, coming through," and runs straight out the door of the entrance.
Mind telling us who the beast is or what it is?
The beast. He's a old animal tamer who used to roam around when times of old. He traveled with a group of mercenaries and was known to tame many a beast. If anything should be done to help this, I'd say he would.
Wait, how old is he?
Right now? You'd have to ask him. I know he's been around for a while, but I have no idea how much long exactly.
Okay, that's the first question I'm asking.
Sorry?
No, that was interrupted. I apologize for interrupting.
Oh, no, that's okay. If anything else, the only thing I know about him is I only know one thing, and that's his name. All I know is his name is Bash.
Bash?
I spelled that.
B-A-S-H.
I thought it was V-A-S-H, like Bash the Stampede.
No, Bash is in Bash!
Yeah.
Is this name familiar?
Can I roll a history check?
Yeah, everyone make a history check.
A negative
All right.
1.
+6.
10, 8, 14.
I critted too. That's the best part.
Magnus with an 18. Trilly with a 15. Ursula with 8. Topaz with a 6. Nah. Okay. So for Ursula, Topaz, and Zelion, the name doesn't ring quite a strong bell with you all. Mugbeard, you get a sense that you've slightly heard the name before. Secton and Trilly and Magnus. Particularly to Secton, with the name Bash, you at least remember the old name of Bash that was heard. Bash being a former member of a group known as the Rebellious Foot. He worked along there and was known as the Beast for the way that he could tame animals, or he could quell animals' anger in a matter of seconds. For Magnus and Trilly, the situation is a little different, as you do remember the name Bash being mentioned by someone you know.
The tree.
Cool,
wait.
Cool, not tree. Cool.
What's it? It's the guy who sent us here in the first place, right? What's his name? The guy who looks like a tree, and the guy who was in the white cloak after we killed, what, Marika?
No, that's not him. That's not him. I can tell you that's not him.
Marco?
Paulo.
Hey! Thank you.
Who was?
The name of the guy you were thinking of, the Furbolg type of guy that you thought of, by the way.
Yes,
that was Let me look in my cookbook. It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook. That was let's see. That was Fern.
Thank you.
It wasn't. What was the name of the organization Bash was a part of? The Rebellious Foot. Yeah, Ursa's got it. Now, Zelion, what name did you mention?
What name did I mention? The Beast? What?
No, you mentioned another character, right?
I said Marco.
Polo.
Polo.
Yeah, that's
No,
Apollo.
yeah. To actually give the plates analysis, it was the name that you heard from Marco of his friend.
Marco.
Which proves none of you paid attention. Cool.
Bish Bash Bosh.
That's the one.
Oh my god.
In Soviet
What a
Russia, you don't go to plot come to you.
That's about time.
Well, you guys had the chance. Anyway, so
Fair point.
so that's what you guys know. Now, obviously, for Ursula, Topaz, and Secton, you have no idea what they're on about involving Marco mentioning about this guy. But Secton, you do know at least of the Rebellious Foot, which is a organization of rebels who wanted to try to prove that certain races had a dominant effect over life, but they weren't over the right of dominance. They were just looking to give certain races a sort of push, if that makes sense. In other words, think of it as like, say, you're orcs. You're supposed to be mean and vicious. Go out and do some vicious things. But don't destroy an entire city. Just do threatening things.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Lorna just sort of nods a bit and goes, as I say, I only know of the name Bash, but that's all I know. He's lived in this city for quite some time.
Huh. Interesting.
I believe we were sent here by him, by one of his colleagues.
His colleague? Who would that be?
You ever heard of a person named Marco?
Polo.
Hello.
Well, we're doing this again.
Meta pigeon. Polo.
That bird is back.
That pigeon will be the death of you. It's not a true D&D unless the meta pigeon appears once.
We need fan art of that. We need fan art of that meta pigeon in Magnus.
Somebody please get on that. Somebody in the chat, make a meta pigeon and send it to the JCG Discord.
Or tweet us.
I did create a meta pigeon.
Yeah, Del created one before, which was a pigeon with a bowler hat.
But everybody's free to make their own guesstimates if they want.
True. That's true. Make it how you want. But yeah.
Please do.
So, Lola just sort of just goes, Marco. I can't say that name rings any bells with me. But you say you were sent here?
Indeed.
Was he the reason you came here more than the shark, though?
It was actually a mixture of both, really, but...
I see. Well, I'd say it would be a while before he comes by. He lives on one of the outskirts of town. So it might be the...
You ever heard of it? You ever heard of two other... I have one more question for you. We're also looking for 2 more people.
2 more, huh?
Wait, no. Pause for a second. Are we supposed to say this to, like, Bish Bash Bosh to her, or...?
From what you remember, Bish Bash Bosh was something you had to do in front of Bash's place. Not her.
And we never managed to get there.
Yeah, maybe because we never had maybe because we forgot our reason to go there.
Fair point. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not only that, but the whole insect attacks have kind of...
They that distracted us for a while. What? how about this? When he goes here, one of us will walk up to him and say, "Bish, bash, bosh," and he'll understand.
Well,
What do you think?
I guess we could give that a try. See if.
Yeah, that works. All right.
Anyway, back to the current task at hand.
Play. Actually, you've heard of a person named Fern?
Fern. I do know that name, yes.
You do?
Yes. Fern was an old friend of, well, Fern was an old friend of one of my my relatives.
Really?
Why do you ask?
Well, for one, he was the one that told us about the shards. He's still alive.
There's no way. Wait, you don't mean a furbolg, do you?
We do indeed.
Wait, what do you mean it shouldn't be? He was alive?
Yeah. Good point on catching that red flag that I missed.
Yeah.
Red flags, get your red flags here.
Do you
Flags?
do you,
Scratch up.
do you follow my husband? He's putting my kids to college. Anyway.
Okay,
Amateur hour.
What's that? All right. Anyway, so she sort of just ponders a bit and goes, "Well, from what I remember from the old stories, Fern perished a long time ago."
What?
Yeah, they went off for this blade, and supposedly none of them came back.
What blade?
It was the
Son of a bitch!
it was the what was it? The dragon something?
Oh, it's the one with the crystals in it. Yeah. Well, he did come back. He is very old at the moment, but he's still hit. But his mind is still sharp as a tack.
But there's now's not the time.
Right.
So, what's exactly going on then? Are you guys wanting to do something before, the worst comes to shove?
Well, we need to. Well, one of these things is to evacuate the city in case the worst does happen. And fortified and not just
Get your words out. You can do it.
yeah, right. I guess just keep this place fortified and prepared for when Diction does cut.
That sounds like a plan. Okay. Well, since he flew off to the north, it's a possibility that he could come back from the north. Since the south wall is destroyed, he could come down from the south because it'd be an easier route inside. So that gives us two options. What do you think?
What are our options?
Well, according to what was mentioned by some of the guards when we saw it earlier, he flew off to the north. So there's a possibility he could attack from the north, or he could come through the south.
I turn to Magnus. Magnus, you know more about tactics than I do. What do you think? What do you think is the best course of action?
He did fly in out of the north, which means he could have gone south. Diction is a very, how should I put this, persistent person.
I would go cunning myself.
This is actually turning. So we shall look. south for the time being. Although keep some of your men on the north side. My lady, do I have permission to take control of your guards once again?
Only if the battle is ensued. If the battle occurs, you can have the permission. But for now, I would like to keep close tabs on them for now. If that's
Agreed.
Okay. But if you are going to the south, then you might have to go visit with Marshal Enig.
Every time I hear the word Marshal, I think Grand Marshal. I don't know why.
Marshal Enoch?
Marshal Enig's in charge of the southern gate. We normally have a gate for basically the northern and the southern. We will have to find another one for the northern after the incident. But Marshal Enig is one who patrols the south. He was there when the attack took place. You should still find him loitering around the gate. He did get attacked, but he's a persistent old guy. He's not afraid to let a little injury get in his way. He'll still go down there to make sure that the city is safe from each side. I'm not sure how much help that can be. But at that point, by the way, you guys watch as then the door slams open and all you hear is just this. The beast is here!
Oh, God, Reinhardt's here.
Hello!
He looks over and goes, "Ah, that's the friendliest welcome I've had. Hey there, boy!" And he just walks up to you, Sexton, and gets you in a headlock and just nuggies you. That's for the friendly hello!
I tried desperately to break out of it.
Bash, I have one thing to say to you before we start.
What's that?
Bish, bash, bosh.
His eyes widen for a bit. And then you see, and then he loosens the grip and actually drops you to the floor, Sexton. just drops you there. You just land on his sort of large brown boots. You then, Sexton, you actually do get a good look at him now with being so close. You see that he is a hang on a second. Let me get my.
Is it another half orc?
Let me get my notes on the guy. Sorry, I missed my.
It's not a cookbook.
There's a lot of half orcs in the city.
Let's see.
That surprises me too.
Let me have a look here. Where's my fucking stats on this guy?
Guess an army did roll through here at one point.
Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, you see him that he is this human-style figure. He's sort of the standard-style peach skin. He has long, blonde hair. Sort of like He-Man style is the best way to put it, but longer.
Dang, boy.
Yeah, and then and as you look over, you see a giant axe, which is probably about the size of his entire 6-foot body, situated on his back. And you see that he's decorated in this nice style-clad armor. He's got sort of like brown leather gloves on each hand. And on the left side of his face, you see what looks like a beast claw mark that is scratched over his cheek. And as he hears the bish bash bosh, he looks over at you and he just sighs and goes, "So Marco sent another lot, eh?"
Indeed.
Well, we're here for other reasons, but that's one part.
So that old fool hasn't stopped yet. How's the old codger doing anyway?
He's doing good last time we saw him. Yeah, well...
Marco was on his way to Costico.
To Costico?
Is Goldie with us?
No, Goldie's not with you.
Mm.
No one has actually checked to see where Goldie is yet.
Wasn't she at the southern gate? Wasn't she like...
She was at the southern gate, but nobody went to go fetch her when you guys finished up.
Oh, whoops.
Oopsie.
Toasty! So this... So you just see this... He goes... "Yeah, so I'm guessing Marco's the one who told you about the old password, eh?"
Yep.
And he looks over the lot of you for a moment. He sort of eyes up each of you for a moment. First starting with the human he had in the headlock as he looks down on the ground and goes, "Sorry about that, pal."
It's okay.
I'm doing my own things. And then he looks over at the armorless tabaxi and goes, "Is this a beast? Ooh, I've not fought a tabaxi before."
No, we are here to see if you can tame the thing. You know that giant scorpion that's been roaming around outside?
You mean that attack the other day?
We tamed one of them temporarily. By we, I mean Zelion, my
Raise my hand.
friend
Hello.
here.
He looks over at the bard and sort of, with a smile on his face, he sort of gleams and goes, You tamed one?
Temporarily.
Temporarily, it was a 24-hour spell.
He sort of rushes up to you and gets you in a large sort of bear hug and goes, "Oh, praise thee, noble person!"
Can't breathe.
Oh, sorry there, pal.
I'm
Oh,
happy to
No
be
problem.
related to the blacksmith, would you?
Easily.
I'm not related to him, but I happen to know that I've known him for a while now. Me and him go way back. He was part of the rebellious foot, don't you know?
Really?
Wait, what?
He was part
Which
of...
one is he? I'm Bish. Wait, is he?
No. He wasn't any of the bish bash boss. That's just something I used to always say when I bashed enemies. I used to give him the old bish bash boss. And as he does this, he's swinging his axe around, sort of missing some of you for a moment. He's getting one of his crazy moments. And as he slams it in the ground, he slams it sort of close to in front of Mugbeard for a brief moment. Sort of, boss!
I don't care.
Okay, was
Oh, we
Marco
had
part of
the
it?
I don't care
ladies
for
and
the
gentlemen.
Well, that'd be a story for another time. Anyway, he sort of walks forward just for a brief moment and he sort of goes, enough about my old past. So, ye noble person, with all my pleases and my thank yous, what could I do you for?
Me?
No, not you. I mean her lordship, Lord Lorna. So what's this business that you had to send your personal maid to come pick me up? And Lorna just sort of goes, "It's good to see you too, Bash." But I've gathered from this not much about a scorpion and things. I take it you want me to do the deed? And he pulls the axe out again and holds it sort of in another stance. No, they don't know. They don't want it killed. They want you to tame it. And he sort of ponders for a bit. Tame it? No.
Yeah?
No,
It has agreed to protect the city.
Agreed to protect the city? That thing?
One of us can speak to animals.
Which one?
Halfling.
Me?
This
Yeah,
half
halfway to
pint? He looks down at you. This half pint?
Indeed.
Hey!
Oh, sorry. I mean,
This half pint has stabbed more than one person in the dick this year.
In the
So
dick?
I'm pretty
In the
sure if
dick?
you keep testing her, she might do the same thing to you.
Oh, don't.
I never confess that. I mean, yes, I will.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm so sorry there, little missy. I really didn't mean to upset you.
Again?
No problem.
Sorry, I can't help it. And then he actually looks over at Ursula for a brief moment and goes, "Well, you've been awfully quiet. What's your name, missy?"
Ursula.
Ursula? Huh. Pretty name. So, tell me.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. So, the name's Bash. And he sort of leans in. I'm an animal tamer, don't you know?
I face bomb.
Kind of put a hand on my dagger. Don't you dare, sir.
Okay, I have to ask.
I will, hold on,
Second, he beat you to it.
1 second, by the way. Ursula, make a persuasion or intimidation. Your choice.
Let's do intimidation for a change up.
Okay, I have
Natural
to
one.
ask.
Yes.
Here's my
Would Bash be flirting with Ursula?
Yes!
I thought so.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
You did just pick up that from.
He sort of looks over and sort of sees you with the hand on the side. From his angle, he doesn't see you grabbing the knife. He just sees you grabbing like what looks like your hip for a moment and goes like, "Ah, feisty. Don't worry, we'll play later.
Jesus
And
Christ!
he just
I cringe hardcore. I just cringe.
I
now
start
then,
laughing.
now then. Anyway, truly was people start calling me short a little about average height. Truly there with the grumble. Right, so if this we got Yosemite Sam there. Anyway,
No, I was trying to go more like Sideshow Bob when he steps on a rake.
oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Anyway, so he goes, alright, so show me this scorpion then, and let's torture him. Let's go find out what the bullshit is about all this. Oh,
No torturing, no killing, just tame.
Oh, and by the way, if you hit it once, the spell goes away immediately.
And time is of the essence.
yeah, right now.
Yeah, we have about an hour and a half. We have about
an hour and a half. Yes. So at this point, he goes, all right, your lordship.
If you need,
Oh, sorry, your lordship. If it's all right with you, I'm gonna go with this lot. We'll go talk about this plan of these beasts or whatever later. I'll be back with them in a bit. All right, just be careful. I will see you all back here when you're finished. Come back here when you're all set up, and we'll get things ready to go, and we'll formulate a plan. And with that, he sort of, you see that Bash walks out the door, and he just looks at you. Come on, then. Where's this scorpion?
Oh, okay, just follow us, and I run out.
It's probably a crowd surrounding it at this point, trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah, now I will say, are all of you? Yeah, well, I would say that Magnus does have the cart, but he didn't mention if he was taking it with him to the castle.
No, I do not have the card.
Okay, so the cart is still outside the castle then. All right, so are you all going with Bash and Zelion?
Indeed.
yep.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So while we're walking, can I ask him a couple of questions?
Sure, I guess so.
How did you meet Marco?
How did I meet Marco? Well, you see, we were all part of this team back in the day known as the Rebellious Foot. He was part of the charge, and I was part of it too. I was actually there for the second day before I decided I already had enough, to be honest. Marco took me under his wing, and everything was all fine and dandy. And then some creep showed up.
Oh.
What creep is that?
Some guy by the name of Quill.
I
You
thought
met Quill?
Met him. I watched the guy turn a guy into a human candle.
Well, good news for you in this one. The guy who we're going to fight, he's part of the same group that Quill is part of.
You see him stop at that point and goes, "What?"
The guy's name is Diction.
Oh, no, I swore I'd never touch that group again. No!
Hey,
Before you say no again, how much would it cost?
Trust me, to go against those guys, not enough.
50 platinum.
Make a persuasion check.
You really have infinite money,
Yes,
don't
I
you?
critted!
No, your crit effect, by the way, for a fighter, only works on attack rolls, not dice rolls.
Oh, damn it!
That's not a crit, but it's still
Yeah,
a
whatever.
19. He sort of looks at you and goes, "Is that from your account or from the council?"
Mine.
You've
You've been working for me.
You have 50 platinum on you.
Oh, yes.
Is that true?
Wait, no, 50 platinum is 500 gold.
Yeah, is that just asking outside of this? Is that actually
No.
true?
I just realized this fit 500 gold. I
Yeah.
just spoke a random word.
In that case, make a
revision.
Hold on. Let's see.
I have, shit. I have 31 platinum at the moment.
Alright, well, let him make an insight check on you. He looks at you for a brief moment and goes, "If this is bull, I swear that this axe will be the next thing that crosses your path. You know."
How about this? So you don't have that thing going across my path. I give you half of what I have right now.
And how much is that?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I only said 50 to get your attention.
Well, then.
What I really have. Before you put that axe in my face,
Tap my foot impatiently.
I'll give you 150 gold, which is 15 platinum right now.
Make a persuasion check.
If it's another 19, I'm going to start laughing.
No way! Another 19!
Exactly the same roll!
Oh gosh.
What is it? Why do I keep getting the good rolls on this crap? Oh, I'm so angry and happy at the same time.
Oh, okay. He's saying try it again. Do it one more time and see what happens. Okay, it works.
So, yeah, I was rolling a d20
right.
plus 0. So it turns out it was a real 19?
He looks at you for a moment and just goes, "Let's deal with this situation with the scorpion and then you give me the money. Sound good?"
Do I have your word?
I'd say you have my attention.
Attention is all I need right now.
Well, let's go deal
Because
with
we're going to need all the backup we can get.
And you're also running out of time on your scorpion friend.
Exactly. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you for finally stop flirting with each other.
All right.
It was more of a negotiation.
Topaz is saying to Zelion, "Stay calm."
Yes. I am calm.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, this is what Zelion's like when he's calm.
If you need me to talk to Sparks again, I can probably give you another 10 minutes.
That would be a good idea.
It's not really speaking to you, just for the record. Well, let's find out what's going on. So you guys make your way to the Scorpion, by the way, and there you see people still sort of halfly just looking at it and just trying to go by it. As the Scorpion is just looking around, you see it looks over in your direction, and it sees the sight of the extra person in your party, and it slowly tenses up, and it just sort of hisses for a little bit, like.
I raise my hands up as I slowly approach Sparks. It's okay, Sparks. It's okay. He's an animal tamer.
And he just sort of stumbles. He sort of just trots a little in place, sort of getting himself there. And so, this the fella, girl.
Yep. But we're not sure on Sparks' gender yet.
Well, we better hurry this up then. Go on then, halfling. My help. It's your choice.
Okay, and Freddy will cast Speak to Animals again.
Alright. So, your 10 minutes start, so basically Bash just looks at you and goes, "So, you've already done your magic then?"
Yep.
And at this
Hey,
point,
Sparks.
Sparks at that point looks at you and goes, "Why, hello there. It's so good to see you again. But, who's your friend with the big weapon?"
His name is Bash.
Bash sort of just raises his hand at this point, like, "Hey!"
Okay,
And
I
so-
pull out my lute just in case the spell wears off.
Alright. Sparks just looks down and goes, "So, is this the tamer you brought then?"
Yeah. This is animal tamer someone recommended.
He seems more like a killer, if you ask me.
What What is
right
it
now-
saying?
Oh.
To Trilly.
I think at this point we just presume Trilly is very quickly translating both sides of the conversation.
All right.
Okay, yeah, let's assume that.
Alright, that works. Bash,
Yes.
what is the biggest animal you've tamed? To give it a little bit of a... Well, most ferocious animal you've tamed. To give it a little bit of a...
Well, that's a question. I think the ferocious thing was a bugbear.
Bugbear?
Bog, like B-O-G?
B-U-G.
The heck is a bugbear?
I think Raven can attest this. It is a real creature.
Yep, it is.
Yep, it is a real D&D creature.
Is it a bear that flies?
No, it is not.
Oh, thank God.
Is it a bug that looks like a bear or a bear that looks like a bug?
The answer is
It's
yes.
What was that again?
A bugbear. If I really want to know, I can get a visual thing so you can have a look. In fact, there you go.
Yeah, I want a visual look.
Okay. I think it is actually partially on Beyond as well.
Yeah,
Bugbear. Okay, yeah. So, I can give you this information here. I'll say make a nature check. Go ahead, everybody, if you want some information.
Alright.
Nature check.
Yes.
-1.
Okay, nature, +3.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's marvelous. Yep,
Eight,
see, it does
17,
work.
10. Yeah, it does.
17.
I rolled so low.
25.
I got
Oh.
a 5.
Oh. Lena, your rolls today. I don't think I've seen you higher than a 10 so far.
Well,
Seven.
excuse me.
All
That was
right.
I did a nature check, and that's what it gave me.
Okay. I wasn't saying anything.
Believe
Alright.
me, I feel your pain.
Okay, so for the ones who have 10 to 13 as a heads up there, if you have there, I'll give you this. Actually, 10 to 15, I could tell you this. Those who got under 10, you just know of the name, you don't know anything of it. For those who got 10 to 15, you guys know that a bugbear is a goblinoid type creature which are born for battle and mayhem. They mostly rely on bullying the weak, and even though they have bosses around, they will tend to go against them. Those who have higher than 15, I can tell you that bugbears normally travel in packs of about 10 to 15, normally held by a chief, and they normally patrol around forest areas, and they love to ambush.
Why?
That thing is fucking
I should go-
terrifying!
That's Chopper finding a bugbear.
Yeah, my eyes just go wide as I recount this information. I'm just like, you did what?
Okay, I went to like race on D&D Beyond, and I found a picture of it.
That is a real creature.
Basically, it's an orc, but uglier.
There you go.
Hey!
Oh god.
That's everyone having fun with a bugbear.
Yeah.
You guys can look it up at home too if you're not too sure.
Hell.
So at this point, he goes, I remember I tackled the chief of that thing to the ground. I can tell you it was quite a hassle. I swear I rolled that thing for about 10 minutes. The next thing you know afterwards, he was on the ground, he gave Uncle, and the rest of them all fled off. Apparently the last thing I remember of that one was apparently I had myself a beer afterwards with the chief while he ended up smacking heads around. Then, the last thing I remember, I survived, he went off, and I lost half my wallet.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. Oh boy.
It wasn't the biggest creature, but they sure are ferocious.
Will you be able to? Okay, well, you'll be able to tame Sparks, right?
Well, we'll find out.
Oh boy.
You've tamed bugs, right? Also, side note. I forgot her name already. Your lord, said she doesn't know how old you are. How old are you exactly?
that's a bit of a personal question, isn't it?
We don't have time for this.
Fine. Alright,
Tell you afterwards.
fair enough.
But yeah, I should be able to. At this point, Zelion, you look and you watch as there's a glow that appears around Sparks. It sort of goes.
But oh no, is that
That is the spell telling you have an hour left.
okay, guys? We only have an hour left.
Alright.
And for the animal spell, you have 5 minutes. Oh, talking spell, sorry. Well, Sparks just looks over and goes, he seems strong. But how do I know that he won't thrust that axe into my back?
Okay.
But
Okay,
I hold on to the axe.
Because we won't let him.
Okay, I turn to Bash. Can you please put down your axe for this? We really need. Think Sparks is pretty wary.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, persuasion. Roll 1d20 plus persuasion is +5. Is +5.
13.
Nice.
He sort of looks a little and goes, alright, but I'm keeping it close to me just in case.
Okay.
And he sort of sets it down, sort of right on top of his feet. So it's like he's not moving, but the axe is sort of covering over his feet.
Okay. While he's doing that, I tune my lute and just kind of look at Sparks with concern. I'm just preparing to cast Animal Friendship if it comes down to it again.
Okay. So Sparks just looks over and goes, that's better. Now then, is this the man who is supposedly going to be my helper, my protector, my tamer, so to speak?
I nod.
You realize Trilly is... Trilly, are you relaying everything that's being said, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, just had to make sure. So at this he sort of knows and goes, well, alright. Does he know how to charm me as much as the bard does?
Okay, I relay the question. Okay, so Trilly... I guess we could assume Trilly relayed the question.
He wants to know if you can charm him like the bard does.
You mean that animal friendship spell thing?
Yeah.
Well, I did learn it, but I never really needed much of it, but I could try.
Alright.
If you want me to try it, I guess so.
Please.
We could just I guess you could give it a shot. I'll prepare myself just in case.
Alright. So, at this point, Sparks just looks over and he just sort of nods a little in recognition. And he just sort of looks over at the rest of you for a moment, almost to sort of get this last glimpse before, like, anything goes wrong and stuff like that. Just burning it into his mind, if you would. And as he sort of smiles for a brief moment, you then see that, let's see, just looking through this here, sorry. That Trilly, you look, and as you are just sort of looking, and are you going to ask him anything else, by the way?
Sparks, just to reassure you, buddy, if anything does go wrong, we will try to restrain you or knock you out, but we will not kill you. Alright?
Do I have your
Yeah.
word, halfling?
You have it.
He's just going to incite you. Let's see, what's he got? Okay. He looks over at you for a brief moment and just sort of like, I trust you, but if that guy comes at me with the axe, then all I'll do is I'll say sorry.
Fair enough. And Freddy will take hold of his pincer and shake him.
All right.
I
So
kind of just glance at the makeshift ribbon that I tied around Sparks' tail.
I was
Shield
forgetting.
myself for what's to come.
All right. So at that point, the spell for animal speaking wears off, and Bash sort of comes forward and goes, "So, am I to cast this thing now, or when it wears off?"
Just do it, please.
All right. Okay, so you watch him as he does a similar style to what you had, Zelion. He twirls his hands around, and he sort of points a finger, and he goes, "Listen up!" And he's now going to cast the animal friendship spell. We know it's got the intelligence. He has a minus. This remind me, Adele, remind me. Is it a wisdom check it needs to make?
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That's what the site said for me last night whenever I looked at the spell.
Yeah.
I decided to do a little bit of research on the spell itself.
Lena looked it up.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just for the reference, my curiosity got the better of me.
You're a cat after all. Hey. Oh. That's Lena with a cat noise. God damn it, you Nick Shugo stick. All right. Anyway, roll
Don't
time.
stop him, he'll kill me.
He might be watching, for the record.
Oh
Right.
crap, if he's watching, I'm
Well,
screwed.
Okay, so was it successful? Was it not?
Well, let's find out. What does it have to be, Del?
Okay, it's a state. Okay, you need to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. So as he commands the spell, you watch as the glow that was around him before, as it was dimming out, it vanishes for a brief moment. At this point, it looks down at the figure that's pointing at him. And just as it takes a step forward, a glow appears around him again. This time in a different glow. It was a 17. Actually, no, was it? No, sorry, not 17. Damn it. It was a 7.
7! Woo!
I had 17 in my head because it was like, I had 17 because it had to be 13. Wait, no, 13. Wait, what? I was like, teen. Damn it. Freaking lucky. Let me just make sure my thing's not weighted. Nope, definitely not weighted. That would have been a nat 20. Okay. Damn it. Alright, so the Scorpion at this point, he looks down at Bash. And slowly he walks forward. And at this point, Bash is screeching down to grab his weapon in process. And he looks up and he sees that the Scorpion is sort of just looking at him. And then similar to what happened before, it does a similar notion to when Zelion first tamed it.
So it's friendly.
Yes. It is back to
I
normal.
heave a sigh of relief. Whew.
Huh. That actually works.
Hey.
And with that, Bash turns around and yells up and goes, "Oh, yes! You see that, Marco? It worked!"
Thank you. I nearly dropped my loot at that.
Oh, sorry. Marco didn't have any confidence in it, so he's the one who recommended I wield to the axe.
I see.
What? It was an idea. Now, you guys better go and get ready for Lorna. I had a feeling these times gonna be short-lived.
Question, how strong are you?
How strong? Well, tell me. Does water make you wet?
Very.
Then
Okay.
Then you just answered the question.
Oh, and about your payment.
Yes.
Half? I'll give you half of it. Well, I'll give you that half the platinum I have right now.
And how much is that?
Turned out to be 100 and let's see. I have somewhere. I have 318 gold at the moment.
So that's 31 platinum. So
Yeah, 31 platinum.
So you'd be paying 25 right now.
What?
You said you pay half.
I said paid half of the platinum I have on me.
All right. So 31. So that means you'd be paying either 15.
I'll give him.
Yeah.
I'll give him 15.
All right. So 15 platinum. So how much?
I point at Bash and cast True Strike.
Okay.
So I won't have to wait. So I won't have to pay him.
No, I'm just trying to see. No, it's a cantrip. It allows me to see the target's defenses.
You're wanting to check Muckbeard's stats.
Oh, Bash.
Oh, Bash's, sorry. All right. Does he have to make a check or anything?
No. This is. No, he does. He doesn't. This is just foresight. This is just for knowledge.
All right. Well, is it just finding out its defenses?
Well, yeah. I don't know if it'll. I don't think it allows me to cast strength, but I guess I'm just curious.
Okay. Let me see. True strike. Did you say? Yeah.
True strike. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. True strike. Okay. Yeah. Got it right here. So I just had to look at this myself, so I knew exactly what I was working with here. True polymorph as a true strike. You extend your hand, point your finger. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target.
That's only if I'm in combat. I think that's only
Yes.
if I'm in combat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just gaining advantage on the next attack.
Yeah. But for this case, I'm just curious.
All right. Well, I'll say you can see that his defenses are well fought. I'll say because the sake of he's technically with you guys, I'll tell you his AC just because I'm in a good mood. His AC is 16.
That's me without my shield.
My eyes widen briefly and I just smile.
That's all I could tell you.
Wait, if his AC is, he has at least a strength of 18 then.
Yep.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. Well.
Alright. So at this point, Bash actually looks over at the rest of you and goes, well, so far I've heard these three speak. What about the rest here? You guys don't really seem to talk much.
I put my. Topaz is putting her hand over her injured shoulder.
Oh, what's wrong there? What's wrong there, kitty cat? Everything all right?
Not really. I got hit by a scorpion yesterday.
Wait. Let me see that. Let me see the mark.
Wasn't Sparks who did it, just to let you know.
Topaz removes her hand from her shoulder and allows Bash to look at her injury.
All right. He looks over and goes, looks like it didn't strike anything vital. You're lucky it caught you just there. If it was any lower, it would have probably got you on the muscles. That probably would have been a lot worse for you. Hang on. And he sort of reaches into his pouch and he pulls out basically what looks like a makeshift sort of cream, in a sense. He sort of reaches up and goes, do I have permission?
You do.
All right. And he places his hand just gently over the mark, and he slowly begins to rub this cream, which is essentially a mixture of bloody hell. I even looked this up. I forgot it. Fucking hell.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a mixture of fucking hell. It's a mixture of motherfucking hell.
Yes, it's very powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful cream.
Filled with the remarks of Cartman. She tastes fuck Britney Spears. I forgot.
We'll get a recipe for that.
What? Son of a bitch. All right, yeah. Where is it here? Yeah. It's essentially it's essentially a mixture of holy water combined with some special funguses and stuff like that. It's essentially a mixture of it which made it more solid, and as he rubs it, it slowly stings you for a little bit. But after a while, you feel the pain slightly dim out. Though not completely, it's more like it's a tiny sort of itch rather than a...
So it's kind of like an annoying itch rather than a stabbing pain or a throbbing pain.
Yes!
I'd rather have a throbbing pain than an annoying itch.
You are a throbbing pain.
Wow.
Well,
We
that's
need
the
to follow
second
Baron
one
here.
told me sexy.
Sam's fighting words.
If they really are fighting words.
Hey, Sexton, do you have Frozen Touch? Because I think Magnus might need it. Oh!
We'll be here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tip your waitresses.
Yeah, so he just sort of moves and goes, there. Just try not to cause too much strain, and that thing should cure up nice and soon.
I thank you, kind sir.
No worries about it. And he looks over at the lot of you for a minute and goes, sir, from what I gathered from the, help that came and pestered my door, that you guys are sticking around to deal with some of these problems.
Indeed we are.
Yep.
So, it's a shame that guy was that whole Corstone guy. I kind of liked him for a bit.
He was my best friend.
I'm
And he tricked me for the last 20 years.
Hey, I'm sorry. If it's any help for you, I know what it's like. So, don't worry about it. And he looks over at the lot of you and goes, well, since we're needed back at the old beacon, we might as well get back there and formulate a plan before it's too late.
We may have already discussed the plan with her before you arrived.
Really? What are you guys doing?
Well, if I recall, we're going to both the northern and the south.
We're gonna need backup in the middle in case any of them break through.
And we're gonna need to evacuate the civilians on top of that.
Yeah.
If you don't want to fight, I can keep my money. All I need you to do is evacuate the civilians.
You sure you don't need me to help you fight?
If you're up for it, looking at you, I'd say you'd be good. I'd say that you live for a fight. And there. Oh, by the way, you ever heard of an Echowl?
An echo? I can't.
He's flying one.
You actually see him reach into his pouch and he pulls out this little book and he flicks through it a couple times and goes, I don't think I've ever fought an echo before.
It'll be the ultimate challenge. It has speakers under its wings that produce sound that'll make you go temporarily deaf. It has a lot of strength, and it nearly killed some of us last time we fought one.
You fought one?
I killed it.
It wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun.
It was fun.
It
took a lot out of me in order to kill it.
He looks over at Mugbeard. You, I like. And he actually walks up to you, Mugbeard, for a moment and goes, tell me that, you be one of those monk types, right?
Yes.
Tell me, do you hit things with fists or with sticks?
Both.
Both. You're a man of variety. I like you. And he just slaps you around the back of the back. So, well, I think I'll be happy to help you out. Tell you what, where do you want me? So what do you want me doing?
When you hear that echo, we want you going after it. See if we can get it to our side. If you can't, well, show me a talon when you're done with it.
Sorry, Zella?
Yeah, I do have I have animal friendship too, you know.
Yeah. Again, how about this? You stay with Zelion. If she can... I did it again.
Hey!
I've been careful this whole time, and I slipped.
Right at the end.
I even have it as
I
the
know,
name and
I know. If he can't tame it, you try again. If you both can't tame it,
We're
well,
screwed.
well, discretion. Just make sure there are no unnecessary casualties.
Right.
He looks over at you, Zelion. Is that alright with you, pal?
I don't mind as long as we can get the city evacuated before the Echo arrives.
One question. Where do we evacuate these guys to?
Countryside, away from the city, far away.
We saw
Possibly to Costico.
we did see some people fleeing from Helix on our way over here.
Wait a minute, weren't those the guy? Didn't one of them paralyze me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where were they going?
I forgot. I forgot.
Wherever
also
they're
did-
not.
Were they on their way to Hope Key?
Oh, did have solar guards.
The only ones who don't know are Ursula, Topaz, and Sexton. That I can tell you.
No, I know Annabelle and her father left to head for
Costico, but they had relatives there.
and Annabelle's father is dead.
Yeah.
Sexton,
Yes.
make a history check for me, please.
Okay.
Are you planning?
Squash banana, kickaboo, the 13. Ooh, that's what you need.
Give me banana, squash banana.
Squash banana.
Thank you, everyone knows the reference. No.
The
I've
lady.
been in a Lion King mood these past few days. I've been just on a Disney
Go on.
craze.
Off with ya! Anywho, so, Sexton, when you hear the name Annabelle, you remember that you have heard the name Annabelle somewhere before. Somewhere when you first arrived in Helix.
I just say, Halt Dawn? Annabelle Halt Dawn? Does anyone recognize that name?
Annabelle Holton?
Yeah, the old, she used to live near here in the manor.
That old rundown manor we
Yeah.
passed on the way here.
Wait,
I
the
believe
one that
so.
burnt to the ground?
Yeah, that would be the one.
Wait, I think back to the pendant Annabelle showed me back. My eyes widen at the possibility.
Wait. How old is she?
She be 8.
Son of a bitch! The father was part of the Black Pen.
Are you sure?
Pretty damn sure.
Bash looks over
Wait.
and he goes, "Wait, what? What? So, what you talking
Long
about? Wizard?"
story, don't need to be in part. Long story on that one.
What did does the name Katrina mean anything?
Katrina.
Oh.
Sexton, I'll say with your 13, the only thing of Katrina that I think did I give you that information?
I don't have it in here.
Okay. In that case, I'll bring this up here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So the only thing you know about Katrina is that Katrina is the name of a woman who was associated with Annabelle. But because of your history check, because of the 13, you're not 100% sure exactly who Katrina is or the relationship to Annabelle.
Okay.
Okay. I started realizing that if I think with this new information in mind, I decide that once we finish our job in Helix, I'm thinking about going to Costico to talk to Annabelle.
Oh, I love this.
Son of a bitch!
Brownie, you
Hey,
evil
we don't. I don't think Annabelle's father is part of the Black Pen. But I think there may be But I think the only person who'd know best is Annabelle herself.
Wait, and we'd have to go to Costco in order to see her.
We're waiting. We finish our job in Helix first.
Agreed.
Then we'll talk to Annabelle.
Agreed.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help. Anyway, so at this point, you see the sky slowly beginning to get a little bit brighter as it approaches noon. Actually, no, hold on. About 1 o'clock. Sorry, I realized I did my timing wrong. And at this point, you see one of the guards from earlier coming out, and what looks like the sight of a slight different style figure that you haven't had the chance to meet yet. You watch as this gnome-like figure comes towards you, dressed in a full clad of red attire, and has a large golden medal attached to his right side of it. And you see him come up with this slight helmet that is donned with blue feathers, or rather a blue bloody hell. You know, like how the Romans sometimes have those long
Plumage.
Thank you. That's the word. I forgot the word there for a minute there. He sort of comes up to you and he basically goes, "So, you're the lot who's supposed to be coming down to check on my gate?"
Yes.
Hold on, I can speak the accent. He wants to know if we're the ones that are coming to check on the gate.
You must be Marshal Enig.
I be Marshal Enig, proud 20-year warrior of this fine city. And I was told by this fine guard that they were some mighty warriors were supposed to be coming and checking out my southern gate, but I not no one here. It's kind of rude to keep your host waiting.
Apologies. We kind of had to deal with the scorpion situation.
Wasn't that dealt with yesterday?
Kind of, except we were in the process of trying to keep one tamed.
Tamed? You can't possibly tame a large beast, wait, what's that behind you?
I gestured to the scorpion, to Sparks.
The scorpion just sort of raises its claws and you see in it go, "Sweet, merciful goddess!"
I point to Bash. Bash helped tame it.
What did you...
Yeah, it's with us.
Then we might have a chance.
Alright, where do you want the scorpion?
That's a different plan entirely, now I have to think of that. Ugh.
Yeah, you didn't know we had the scorpions before, and now you do.
No!
Time for Plan C.
Plan C? What happens to plans A through Y?
Pretty sure all those went out the window when you saw the scorpion. Am I right?
Damn it, I thought you were going to go the SpongeBob reference. Time to begin Plan Z. What happens to plans A through Y? I got bored of them already. I love that line. And he goes, right, let's see. I think what I would have to say might be better to have either the guy patrolling the north to keep everyone from getting up there, and maybe...
What about protecting the civilians?
That might be an idea.
Think about it. Who would go after civilians when they see a scorpion protecting it? Oh, side note, we need everyone non-essential out of here. And Topaz, it's been about... Wait, would you say it's been about an hour? Or about 20 minutes?
It's been more than 20 minutes.
Topaz, I believe your armor has been fixed.
I believe you're right.
Go get your armor, and we'll come up with a better plan. And Marshall, We need you to get the civilians out of here as fast as possible.
You want me to abandon my southern gate? Wait, where do you want them all fleeing from, though?
Through the southern gate, preferably.
Well, alright. It's worth a shot.
Everyone that's not essential, get out of here. And if anyone can pick up a sword and fight, you keep them here.
You want
And make sure if they do decide to stay and fight, they need to be well equipped too.
Agreed. Tell them to go to, what was that blacksmith again?
Pretty hard.
Go. Tell them to go to the Hardy and get equipped. Tell them it's on the. Tell them it's on her. Tell them to send a bill to the her lordship.
You're wanting your plan to have everyone get a weapon to take it out of the council fund?
This place is pretty happening. I'd say there's more than enough for, say, a short sword. And, what do you think? A shield would be enough?
You seem real happy to be throwing money around.
Not really, considering. But, look, it takes a lot of money to defend a certain area. Am I right?
It takes a lot of money to get beer.
That one was not, for the record, that was free.
No, remember when you sent those two guards?
Yeah, with the platinum when it wasn't that much.
And even you offering
that's 10 gold.
You haven't even.
Didn't you give him 3 platinum?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I got the note here. He gave him 3 platinum to bring the biggest kegs he could.
Yeah, which would have emptied out the bar.
Which, for the record, you have not had which is basically if you.
By the way, I need to get that money back.
Actually, well, you didn't inquire about that, so I can tell you right now that money is gone.
But in that garden, I need to have a little conversation about finishing deals after this mess is over.
Okay. Okay. How about this?
Back to the story.
Thank you.
Okay. Bash and I will be helping to evacuate people.
All right. What about the rest of you? What are you all doing?
We need artillery. Question: Is your armory still full?
No, it's actually trashed.
Oof.
What?
It got absolutely trashed by this stupid magician. He came in with some flying bird creature, blasted it with sound, and then flew off.
I believe that is the echo I was talking about, Bash. You still interested?
He's already holding his axe like, where is it? It's kind of one of those It's kind of one of those you look at him, turn around, look back, and within 1 second he's literally dressed up like Valhalla, like.
Well, that answers my question. All right,
but
we need you. All right, let's.
I can tell you though, all we have left is a cannon with no cannonballs.
Do you have any cutlery?
Cutlery?
You ever heard of a shotgun?
A what?
Basically, you put knives and forks into a cannon and then fire it.
Welcome to the Chopper Show, by the way.
Welcome to the I Know Things About History.
It doesn't have to be knives and forks.
Welcome to you.
True.
Get off of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Actually, I got a better idea. Are there any nails left?
There's a whole place made of wooden things. I think you might find there might be a few. Because you might find a merchant or two.
Alright, Alright, tell your guards to gather as many nails as they can possibly find.
It can be any type of metal scrap.
Thank you, sir. Any type of metal scrap they can find.
Oh, okay.
And you still have gunpowder, correct? Right.
What? Sorry, I
You
got
still have
distracted.
gunpowder. You still have gunpowder, correct?
We only have a bit for 2 shots. That's it.
Okay. Tell your guards to gather as much metal scrap as they possibly can. Preferably nails and cutlery. but anything
I-
sharp.
I would like to point out that Magnus has been talking for about 60% of this entire stream.
I apologize.
Okay.
How about this?
okay.
I'll walk away with what's his name again?
Enig?
Enig. I'll walk away with Enig and explain my plan while these guys do their thing.
Yeah.
All right. I kind of turn to the others, and then I look at Secton, and then I think to the potion that I still have. Approach him.
Okay.
Secton, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Question: how well do you know potions?
Oh, I don't know. If anything magical, I can probably help out, but I'm not much of an alchemist.
Okay. I pull out the potion of sapphire regret out of my show it to him. Do you think? Is there anything you can do with this?
Let me see. And I grab it and.
Okay.
What kind of?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh.
I was waiting for this one. 18. Looking over it, judging from the way that the liquid inside it bubbles a little bit, you can at least tell that this is some kind of this is basically some kind of really hot melty type of liquid that could be mostly used to burn things, but you're not entirely sure as to how much the damage is unless you throw it and get a result now.
Okay. Well, it looks caustic. You could probably throw it at somebody.
Right. I kind of figured that. I found this along with the potion recipe in that burnt mansion.
Oh.
I kind of take the potion bottle back. Be any useful to us, but if there's a potion shop around here, I kind of want to give them the recipe. I did take it with me, right?
I will. You grabbed the potion, not the recipe, though. It might be in one of the notes, but I'd have to look back on the episode to see what you grabbed.
All right.
Well, if you do figure out what it's made out of, the only place I could think that could do anything with it would be the medicine store.
The medicine store, and that is where?
I pointed out where it's at.
Yeah, that is the Helping Hand.
Helping Hand.
Yes, that's the name of the medicine place. Oh.
Okay. I look towards where Secton is pointing in. All right. May as well inquire there.
Okay. At this point, Topaz. Lena?
Oh, she said, I know.
Oh, no. Lena.
Oh, she's...
yeah, Trilly said she'd be back in 5 minutes. Lena, I think, has vanished somewhere. Okay.
Here.
Lena is muted, actually, in the call.
Oh.
What is going on over there?
Oh, boy. Okay.
Anyways.
Yes. Anyway, so carrying on there. So, if they're doing that, oh, sorry, getting tired here.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. Just getting a little bit on the drowse end. Afternoon adventurers, who's just turned up? Ah, Cajun just appeared. Just as we're getting close to the ending. Oh, what timing. Anyway,
Do that laundry.
So, Mugbeard, Ursula, is there anything you two want to do to get yourself prepped up and ready for the situation?
Oh, the only thing I have left is to upgrade my quarterstaff.
Okay. Might get some luck there. Let's see, 1 o'clock. Let's see. I mean, you could go and inquire and see what happens, but that's the best thing I got there. Ursula, what about you? Is there anything you want to do?
Not really, actually.
Alright. Oh, I see Lena typing something. I think leave
I'll
it.
just get some.
Okay. I will at least make a note and turn to bet round.
Okay. Mugbeard, what did you say you were doing?
Getting a lot of bottles of beer and going to the shop.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I just thought of something. I'm going to go to the alleys and write in my journal.
Sure. Go ahead. I'll allow that. All right. And as for Mugbeard, the place you're looking for, if you're looking for like a supply shop, you want the road less traveled.
Sure.
All right. That's the name of the place there. Lena's typing up there. Let's see here.
Okay.
I'll be back in a bit. Gonna grab something to drink when I get back. Topa's gonna head to the army. Well, I will say, because, for the sake of timing, I'll say we can say that she's got the armor during the time when all this is going on, and I think because of what timing we're at, concerning I've lost track of how things are with everything going on. I'll admit. Let's see. Where am I going here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Just had to get that little bit. Okay. Sorry. Just to make sure I got my last little bits here. All right. So, I will say that you guys do manage to get some of your stuff sorted out. Zelion, involving your potion, we'll sort that out at the beginning of the next session, if that's all right with you.
Okay.
And Mugbeard, just so we can work it out, what supplies are you after?
Just a better quarterstaff.
You're essentially looking for someone who can get you the better quarterstaff, essentially.
And in the meantime, I'm getting some beer, so I can actually wait there.
All right. Is it another 2 bottles? Or what are you going for?
15.
15 bottles. Sure. I'll say that if you've got 90 silver to spare.
Yeah.
All right. There's also something else that I want to do, but I think I might save that for the next session if we have time.
Well, what are you wanting to do? Give me the heads up on there.
Well, I'm kind of curious about what's in the well, so I might check that out after I the potion first.
All right. Trillia's back. You okay? You okay, Aeon?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So what we'll do is so Raven, you can mark off 90 silver if you want your beers. Zelion will sort out your stuff at the beginning of the next session, and for Magnus, we'll sort out the situation with Enig a bit later there. Topaz can have her armor back. I'll let her have that there. And I think for now, that can do it for now, because I think we kind of gone through a bit there. Plus, it's getting late on my end, so I'm probably going to need to be a bit careful of who's around.
Right.
So, I can say to you all that, nice job, everybody. Although that shopping desk took a lot longer than it should have done.
Hurry.
It's all right. That was my fault there. You give people a carrot and they'll bite it, as the saying goes. All right. But with that said, everybody, Zelion, where are you typing? All right. But with that said, everybody, that is all for tonight's episode of Perception Check. You guys have rolled low. Yes, it's time for us to go. So, next time, we'll see if everyone is getting their stuff ready for the attack from Diction. Will they be able to fend him off when he does arrive? Will the plan go off without a hitch? And more importantly, what situation is waiting now that they've discovered information about Annabelle? Well...
And will I arrive on time next time?
Do. Meta Pigeon, you're singing Jeopardy now? Cool. Ah. Mugman 16 stuck away. Where did he go?
Okay.
Alright, but with that said, everybody, if you were charged for joy with this stream, be sure to hit the subscribe button and check out the other videos on our channel and check out the other streams on Joy Charged Extra. Now, as we said, that's all for tonight, so let's see how things work out for the next one. So, it's goodbye from Dungeon Master Brownie, and it's goodbye from Mugbeard Raven.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Zelion, Del.
Boy, everybody.
It's goodbye from Trilly, Aeon.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Magnus, Chopper.
Peace.
It's goodbye from Ursula, Heidi.
So long, folks.
It's goodbye from Secton, Secton.
See ya.
And it's goodbye from Topaz, Lena. Who's still getting
Who
something
is
to
still
eat.
not here.
Yep, she's gonna get something to eat. But otherwise, guys, that is all for tonight, and let's see how things work out on the next episode. Until then, guys, this is Brownie, signing off. Stay charged, and catch you all later! Goodbye!
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.